All right, guys. So I'll be going over my strategy on what I do. Um, Basically, it's pretty simple. Um, it's not simple if you're like new to trading. It's only if you're like kind of experienced, but it's easy to get down. So I trade a volume profile, which is kind of order flow, I guess. Um, so the indicator I use is going to be called um, SVPHD. It's called Session Volume Profile. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called under the indicator. Well, it might be different, to be honest. Oh, give me 1 second. It is called, bro. Yeah, it's called Volume Profile. Bro, I fucking forgot to record, so I gotta record my voice memo over this shit. So yeah, it's called Volume Profile. Under the indicator, you will need the fucking subscription, the TradingView subscription, which is the basic plan for this. So yeah, but literally all I do is go to our time frames. Hold up, right here I started off with a random bar. So just to show you guys, like, I don't fucking LARP it. That's what I did. But yeah, let's see what the fuck did I do right here. I forgot. I just filmed this shit like 10 minutes, 20 minutes ago. Oh yeah, I went to 4 hour, bro. I marked out highs and lows. And then basically from those highs, lows, I go into I find the sweeps. So I'll go find sweeps. So right here I marked out a 4 hour low. I marked out a 4 hour high. A 4 hour high right there. Another 4 hour. Go to the 1 hour. I try to line shit up. Basically, that's what I do. See what makes most sense to push into or to like react off of. In this area, I was wanting fucking price to push down into around 2050 range and push back up so we could sweep those highs, but I don't think it played out right there. I think we did completely the opposite. So you will need good bias sometimes, but it'll be okay if you don't. So right now I'm looking for areas where, so these little lines, the red line is the point of control, which is the POC basically. Those white lines are volume area highs, volume area lows, also known as VAL, VAH for abbreviated. Like you see right here on the left side, there were two volume area highs that were aligned with each other. That could be like good areas for a price to react. But right now I seen a gap, or not a gap, yeah, actually it was a gap on the 15 minute or something, like 5 minute, I forgot, but it's right above though. So I was trying to see if it made more sense for any lines right there, but I didn't see nothing. So I went higher. I marked out the 1 hour gap. I thought it would sweep that high, but and like go lower, but it didn't. And also there was like no other gaps on the lower time frame, and it just didn't make really much sense for us to do that because there's no liquidity, or like, how do you say it? There's nothing to react off of. No key opens, no nothing. So I go above some more. You see, we got that gap, the fucking large ass wick, and on the 15 minute, it's a gap fill, and it aligns with the volume area low, which I'm about to mark out in a bit. You'll see. Just give it 1 second. Actually, no, I do it later on. Right now, I'm marking out the Fibonacci because, like I said, I wanted the price to push lower and then push higher. I go to 4 hour wick. I mark that out in the Fibonacci. You'll see what I say, what I wanted a price to push lower and then push higher. But like I said, it didn't do that. So what I wanted price to do right here was, you see that white line at the bottom, the volume area low. I wanted price to push down into a 2040 range and possibly react higher and sweep out those highs, but it don't work sometimes, so you kind of got to react off of whatever you want to. Yeah, that was basically my plan for this. And the stuff I like about this strategy is you can just set limits on price to what do you call it, where you want price to go into. You can set a, what the fuck is this shit called, bro? Notification. So just set an alert, say price reaches into like an hourly gap that you want hit. Set a limit to that shit, bro, so you don't gotta be on the charts all day, and then come back when that shit hits. See how it reacts, bro. See how we play out in there, and fucking, that's the like sweet part about this strategy, or basically any strategy, bro. It don't really matter unless you're fucking on the charts all day, bro. It kind of fucks you up. So I like setting alerts now. I kind of stopped watching charts. It's really bad. But as you can see, the strategy I wanted, or not the strategy, the area I wanted to hit, that shit did not fucking happen right here. So we just fucking pushed up. So now that I've seen that, I'm gonna go into the higher time frame, and that like gap fill I talked about earlier, you'll see me mark it out. Give me 1 second. So I'm gonna mark out, so where my line is a volume area low along with a gap fill at 295. You can see it. So if you look to your left on the 8, gap fill along with the valley area low. Now I see that's a good confluence, and that's a good area where price would possibly react off of. I didn't know then. Like I said, I was just back testing. This is a random ass day. As you can see, I did it earlier too. I selected the random bar, so I'm not fucking LARPing this shit. You already know how like some fucking influencers are, where they go into replay mode. They already go to a day that they know, and they just ready to act like they'll catch that trade, nigga. They don't do that shit. Them niggas are fucking ass. But like I said, gap fill along with that, you see on that valley area low right there, that was my best confluence, because we already fucking pushed up, and we got liquidity generated below. And also there's this high right there just right before this wick. You see that wick that we barely made? I'm gonna mark it out and give 1 second. So right now I'm sitting in a short position that I would want with a 10-point stop. You could do 15, you could do 20. I think this one I get stopped out by like one little tick. But I like this too, because you generated that wick right there. I would want that swept out, and then I would want us pushing down below to target this previous low that we made, which would be, as you can see, I think, yeah, we got stopped out. That would have been a stopped out trade, but I would have possibly re-entered. So that would be like a 9RR almost. I wouldn't really count this shit, nigga. I don't know. But that's my strategy right here. As you can see, 10-point stop. You can do 15, 20, depending on how much you want to risk. Or sometimes you can also react off of the market. So if you want to react off the market, you can do this shit right here. Like I said, set a limit order, or not set a limit order, set an alert where you want price to react off of. And bro, if you fucking generate like a wick right there, you can possibly get in off of that wick, go short, go long, put your stop loss at the high, at the low of the wick, and just target the opposite direction. Even the SMC is fucking pretty good. That's what I love doing. But yeah, bro, that's my strat right there. Just really volume area high, volume area low, point of controls. That's what I love doing. I recently I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say, my bad. But yeah, I've been trading this strat for a while. Also, you can use this strategy with a standard deviation too, and like the Fibonacci, like I said. Just align it with anything that makes sense to you. You just want to do that shit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, shit I love about this strategy is you risk so little for so much. Like you're targeting fucking 5 RR plus, depending on where you want to target. It could be 4, 5, 10, 20, whatever the fuck you want. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I will make more videos like this, and it will be way better than this one. Like this is my first video, so I'll get better on this shit. But if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be good.